Hello and welcome. My name is Kalondu Musimi. This is Kiss Online, and of course, I am joined by the most sought after, if I would say, podcasters and power couple. Please give it up for the one and only Wanjiru Njiru and Ben Cyco. Sasin.
Wasana, how are you?
You guys are looking amazing.
Thank you for having us. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
First of all, Wanjiru, let me just start with you, right? Season 2, yeah, Joyride. Goodness gracious, tuna expect nini?
There's a lot. I think we have said it in the first episode that there's a lot of healing that has taken place. So get ready to meet the new us. And I think just bigger and better. We have great plans for it. We're going on another campus tour with Dairyland. So we're just so excited about all the plans. Yeah. And of course, more content, more banter, more jokes, the same. Yeah. The core of the Joyride is still there. Yeah.
And Ben, of course, Wanjiru alisema, this season, makeup, nini and hair, oh my goodness. For you is healing. What are you healing from?
Man, mashida za economy. You're not healing from mashida za economy in life. But I think also it's, Joyride season 1, that was the first time we ever did such a podcast.
Yes.
So at least now we've grown. Now we are more confident. We believe in whatever we are saying now. We'll be having more collaborations as well. I think Joyride season 1, it was just us maybe and Nyawera and Moji.
Yeah, and that came after season 1.
And that came after season 1. So season 2 will have more people on set as well.
Yeah.
Just to get perspectives from different people as we just get to share and learn. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. And then of course we talk about goodies, talk about yogurt, ice cream, because now we're working with Dairyland. So it's just like it's the best thing ever. Yeah.
Wow. And season 1 for you, how has it been, Wanjiru?
I think going into it, I was very nervous. I'm naturally very guarded about information I share. So also, I think if anyone watched season 1, you can tell that I had my guards and my walls up. But in season 2, I think we've worked through that. So I'm a bit open to sharing more. So I think that's how season 1 was for me. Yeah.
And Ben, umesema kutakuwa na collabs. Sasa si unaweza tupea tu mahint nani atatokea?
Beyonce alisemaje?
Anakam ile live experience ya December.
Yeah, alikuwa na performs due Italy, but I think alituma hiyo cancellation of email. But in all say that we have very interesting people who are going to be coming through. I don't want to preempt that.
Yeah.
Nataka you with the surprise that guys are looking forward to. So yeah, we have some really cool, interesting people who are coming through for season 2. Yeah.
Wanjiru, we attended the first experience and it was amazing. It was fun. It was funny. For you as, the creators, how was it for you?
It was very nerve-wracking because you worry when people show up because, if you're an online content creator, you can get fooled by the numbers and think, I have this following, but when you start calling them now, you guys, I need you to show up physically, the ball game changes. So it was very nerve-wracking, but it was also very, very exciting. It's beautiful to see the community Joyride has created in just what we started in
February.
Yeah, so it's been amazing to see the community that we have created and a community that shows up for you. When you need them to show up for you, come physically, comment, buy things that we're selling or rally behind us. It's beautiful to see that. Yeah.
Sijui Ben kausheona creator mwingine alitanga wase but wase wakutoka manzi.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wasi.
But this day so aliita wase alafu wase wakukam.
Nobody showed up.
You have millions of followers on social media. No.
It was not in Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on in Kenya, but tunaweza ongea about it. It's interesting. Unajua kukuwa na online following is one thing. Kukuwa na following where you tell them, by the way, let's meet here is also another thing. And sometimes you don't have to have millions of followers to have a non-ground support. You can have even 40,000 followers or even 20,000. But when you call for a meetup, 1,000 show up. That means you're really impactful in your audience. And I think that's how then if you are a creator out there and you're trying to create, that's how you should be looking at it, not the competition of numbers. But now also meeting people physically is a different ballgame kwa sababu kuna pressure. Guys saw us tukiona so much energy tukiingia into the room and guys were happy about it, but uko behind the scenes. Nilikuwa tunafanya hivi niamke juu nilikuwa nisha faint. That's what our manager alikuwa anashinda kidu. So but then again it also pushes you out of your comfort zone. It's a risk. Ni kama kufanya tu gig ya msanii. It's one thing to be played on radio. It's one thing to have your own concerts. So yeah, it's pressure. but it's nice. It's growth.
So also coming up with Joyride, ilianzaje?
I think for a very long time we had done content on each other's platform because we had been doing content for a long time, but individually. And so we thought it was time. Like, let's collaborate. Let's see where this can go. Create a new platform from scratch. We involved Catapult Agency, who are part of the production and part of Joyride. And we said, you know what, let's make something that we have never made before. And I think it was born out of the fact that we have never really done content together. And we thought, hey, it would be a good time to do that. Yeah.
And how far do you go in terms of kuchoose tunaongea hii, hatutaongea hivi?
I think we choose topics that we feel like to go through first of all, and topics that we have our own experiences from, and then also topics that are comfortable to share to the public, because you also can't share everything, you know. But that's how we look at it. Alafu the topic has to have a positive impact kwa wase wenye wanasikiza. Like msi akimaliza kusikiza hiyo show, ana need kuwa amelan kitu yenye tamsaidia pia ya grow. So on top of the jokes, on top of the memes, on top of the fashion, on top of the venye inakapoa, at the end of the day, somebody needs to have something that they're taking home. And that's like our main agenda. So kila topic lazima follow some of those guidelines. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Favorite episode. Oh, I think the one you just dropped in season 2, episode 1 with the therapist. Because now what your episode, how it looks like is that Nisisi, then we have a therapist on set.
Then
therapist helps us to go through it. So I'm actually shocked going by the comments that a lot of people are in the therapy. Now we're doing therapy na. Unajua therapy for a long time in Kenya imefanywa ikae so wana cheesy. Like mental health hainanga like the best perception. Hata msee akikuwa depressed wanasemanga ni mapepo, ni mademons, juu alirogwa. That's how people view it. We don't know that it's a condition that can be changed and improved, you know. So after we had this episode and just showing people what a therapy session practically inaweza kaa, also like, okay, it's not that bad. Maybe wasolgo then unaingia hivi komedungwa sindano kwanza stabilize, but that's not it. So that's my favorite episode. Yeah.
Wanjiru, do you have a favorite episode?
I think that one, of course, and I think the one that we have done with the collaborative ones, the ones we've done with Moji, Nyawera, Wams, and Nigel, just the collaborative episodes, because you get to see, because you know, if you do content together, you can get wrapped up in your own perspective, but to have been able to broaden our perspective with different people, that's been amazing. Yeah.
You know, working together, how has that helped your relationship?
Yeah. I think we are a stronger unit. Of course, we spend so much time together. Who doesn't want that with your partner? So at least we spend so much time together, and that's fun for me. I think also we are just a stronger unit. We are trying now I think I was telling him, like, now we need now to create those clear-cut boundaries where we can go on a date night and we're not talking about Joyride, we're not talking about anything else, but we're talking about us and Ben and Wanjiru just as human beings. But I think that's we're learning through it. But of course, to spend so much time together and just the growth. Yeah.
Wanjiru has spoken about, spending time together, but do you ever, Ben, can Wanjiru just give me 1 hour? Like 1 hour.
Wacha tusikie kwanza
No ni yako. Like, I feel like I really enjoy your company. I would like to hear you say you don't enjoy mine. I would really like to hear.
No, I mean, for safety purposes na place ya nipate place ya kudoze leo. I think it's always a fun time spending time with her, of course. Of course, kuna zile times everybody's just doing their thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times, actually. Even sometimes I just go drop her with animwache na mabeshti wake. Then I also just go do my thing alone with my own friends, you know. So it's not like it's 24/7, but I really enjoy working with my partner, because imagine una spend your whole life na umse, so you might as well just like get in business together. So I think it's a fun experience.
And making money together is sweet. It's sweet. Yeah. Family. Yeah.
You're making a lot of money, right?
Well, I don't know. Family accountant.
Kiare wanna watch and subscribe kiasi alafu have your conversation. Yeah. Tupata tu email yao kesho asubuhi. As per our last conversation. Yeah. So, yeah.
What would you say was the most hardest yet emotional episode ever for you?
I think for me it was there's one it was roles and responsibilities.
The one we had. Yeah.
Yeah,
Responsibility.
it was in season 1, and it was difficult for me only because of the backlash that I experienced. There were a lot of comments like Ben deserves better than you, or like Ben is just like there's a ticking clock and Ben will leave you, only because of like the views I had. And of course that's difficult. You know, it's easy when Ben is telling you like, oh, I'm not leaving you, I love you, all those people are useless, but they're not. But it's one thing to keep on to read it. It kind of does something to your mental. Yeah, but that was difficult. But I think we've gotten over it. Walikula a few blocks and now we are at a better place. Yeah. Yeah.
But does it get to you?
It really does. I think now I'm better. We've done a lot of talking through it, and of course with help, professional help, it's really helped, like, you know, just center you. So, and also the positive outweigh the negative. Those negatives are usually like 3, but the positives are usually like so many. And I think just shifting my focus now to focus on the positive and not the negatives. Yeah.
You know, Ben, being in the industry for the longest time, you never really get to kuzoea hizi vitu, unaelewa? But how do you encourage her in times like, you know, watu wanamtroll and stuff?
Ombenga tu asome comments as in, like, by the way, that's like, it's an underrated skill. Just do your thing, do it to the best of your ability, then just post it. Don't usko so hell bent on just checking what people are saying, because out of like 50 people who are so nice, utapata tu just to that one. Na huyo mmoja maybe akona like 5 followers, akona 1 subscriber, na hiyo ni account yake hiyo ingine. But kitu atakwambia inaweza fanya you feel like you just want to quit everything. So you don't spend too much energy focusing on the hate. Just spend a lot of energy focusing on the love, because you can't please everybody. Believe it or not, you can never make everybody happy. That's impossible. Like, human beings are just different. So that's how I choose to look at it in the industry. Because music tumetukana miaka mingi. So unakonga tu ushazoea back.
Wanjiru, umetuwekea maglitz na maglam pale social media. Sasa sijui, is marriage a walk in the park? Wanasema what of Rose's bed?
I don't know if I'm the SIU, because we were having this conversation with my friends on Kinasu on Sunday. And they were asking me, so how's marriage? And they're my really close friends. So of course, all masks are off. And I said, marriage is really one of the best things I ever did. And I think the caveat is you have to marry the right person. And I think I got, it's true love. But I think it's, not as young with my friend. But I think it is, if you marry the right person, it becomes easier to navigate. Yeah.
Ben, for you?
I think I think mkianza na mimi but I think with marriage it's an issue of being very humble to come down to meet somebody at their level. So because that means you have to work more on yourself. That's the biggest challenge, because a lot of people don't want to do that. So people keep changing partners, but yet the one person they should change is just themselves. You know, like, so if you just work on improving who you are today, I think that's what marriage will test you, because marriage will test your patience. When your partner just annoys, the person you love is the person who can annoy you the most over the slightest thing. Maybe because in your blue band, like umekam ofisi umefura juu ya blue band, and maybe your co-workers can't even get you to that level of being annoyed. But the reason why they're also annoying you that much as your partner is because you need to work on yourself on some elements, be more patient, and all that stuff. So I think it's I wouldn't say it's a bed of roses, because you have to keep working on yourself, and the other person has to keep working on themselves, so that you guys meet Mali in the middle. So I think that's now what makes it a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Wanjiru, let me ask you a little cheeky question from his answer. What is that one petty thing he's ever annoyed you with?
I've even said it in season 2, episode 1. This child of God, this one day we were having a fight, and he went to the hanging lines and he unhung only his clothes and left mine because we were having, like, isn't that so petty? Yeah.
I mean,
they were dry.
Yeah, and he only took his and left mine.
Really, Ben?
It was her responsibility to go remove them from the hanging. Sally's watch for 3 days. So me, I got a bit pissed, and maybe kuacha zake was a bit. I pushed it a bit too far. Maybe I'm a better person now. That was pet.
How does he apologize na kupeleka kama dates nini vitu nzuri?
I want to hear that.
because I pride myself in honesty. Dates is not one of the ways he apologizes. But Ben is so quick to apologize. He's not the kind of person who will go more than if you tell him he's wronged you this way, he'll quickly apologize. And I think that's better than the dates. The dates are beautiful and all that, but I think that quick acknowledgement that it's not mvutano. That once he understands what he's done wrong, he's quick to apologize. And that's better to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more important to me.
What do you love about Wanjiru?
What do you love about me, Ben?
I think
And it better not be one thing.
I am loving your reaction, Shika Moja.
Better not be one thing.
the question is, what don't I love? I think wait, so unipatie time as in the more.
It should be here.
Lazima nizipange in an ascending order. I think her willingness to work on areas that I point out. Inakuanga tough. Haikuangi the easiest thing by the way. In fact, tunaweza vutana juu ya kitu moja for a long period of time. But eventually you start seeing her, starting to be receptive. And you're like, okay, that's some good improvement. So, juu amechange sana since meet. Nimechange udem sana. Ama? No. She's only asked for one thing. No, one thing. So, I think the willingness to work on herself when I call her out, that's impressive. Yeah.
Wanjiru, you've really shared a lot of good things about Ben. But then, what is that thing that you love about him?
This is very honestly, like the kind of person who Ben is on social media, like funny, very relatable. He's that person also to me. And I think that makes him like such a fun human being to be around. Like there's a corner Ben, like the number of stories ninaambiangwa that you guys don't get to hear. Yeah. Hilarious. So I think he's just a fun person to be around. Yeah.
Hey, naona tu Ben anapiga masmile.
Afanya ni blush hapa hivi na lose gangster points, unajua? Lose gangster points. But yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. That's a very good thing. Yeah. Thanks.
Ben, you have an upcoming album, right? Talk to us about that.
Yes. So we have an album which we're dropping next year. But before that, I'm dropping an EP in December. So the live experience, we'll do the live experience and then EP in a launch at the same day. So currently I'm working on the EP, but the album is still in the works. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm happy because also over the past 2 years my music like wasome show a lot of love, so I think it's only fair I give them more and more content. And it's coming.
And I must mention that you really inspire a lot of people, even on your TV presenting, on your show as well. Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. I mean, you could try to balance kila kitu, just try and make everything work and then give everything 100%, then the rest leave the rest to God. Leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
Wanjiru, let's talk fashion.
Yes.
Let's talk business, right? Talk to us about what Maua is, what you do, what you offer as well.
So Maua is a made in Kenya line that started last year. We produce everything in Kenya just for the everyday 25 to 35-year-old young working woman who knows what she wants in life. And that's what we're trying to do, just promote more made in Kenya and just confidence, Clothes have a way of making you feel confident, at least for me. And I think that's what we aim to do with Maua. It's been a learning curve, but I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay, anyone who wants to work with you as well and recharge?
You can reach me on Instagram, Wanjiru_Njiru, and also the Joyride podcast. Yeah. For him, it's
me ukitaka kunireach sahi niko Radio Africa but yeah, just send me a DM at Ben Cyco on Instagram or send me an email at bencycomusic@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll respond.
And finally, your messages to your fans as well.
I am so grateful for all the love and support. Like it's not easy to be in this game. Like I started 2015, it's now 7 years later, and just to experience love consistently through the years, I'm beyond grateful. Yeah, and season 2 is going to be amazing.
Yeah, definitely, man. Guys, we're going to give it our all. We're going to just try and give you more value on top of the value that we give you. So stay tuned, subscribe. We love you, we appreciate you, and God bless. Yeah.
And from us to you guys, it's congratulations and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
I watch your show.
I enjoyed this interview. Thank you
so much. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. My name is Kalandu Musimi. Behind the camera is Saidi Abdallah and Ann Mweni. Bye. Tell them bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Asante.